Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in to the Take Note and Move Forward podcast show. I am your host, Notes from Wanda, your life coach and encouragement speaker. So for this episode of this podcast, I wanted to go live, but due to technical difficulties, I wasn't able to do so. So hopefully by next week, I'll have all the kinks worked out, and the next episode will be broadcasted live. I'll keep you guys posted, and I'll let you know. For right now, I just wanted to quickly announce the fourth and the final winner of the Man in the Mirror Challenge. And her name is LaShawn Williams. LaShawn, thank you so much for participating in the challenge and letting me know how the Man in the Mirror Challenge was able to help you. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. We gave away a Visa card of $100 for the fourth and the final prize of the Man in the Mirror Challenge. This is the last time that we're doing this for this year. I may do it again next year, but I'll keep you guys posted and I'll let you know. It'll be posted on the website, which is notesfromwanda.com, and on my Facebook page at facebook.com/Take Note Move Forward. So last week's topic was about gossip, folks, and how some of us use gossip to avoid our own problems. We talk about someone else's problems so that we don't have to deal with our own. We talk about other people's problems so that we can feel better about what we're going through, and just degrading somebody else somehow makes some of us feel better. And some of us really need to take a step back and look at that before we continue on with that type of behavior. I hope all of you had a chance to listen to that episode and that you got some type of information out of that episode that was able to help you. And thank you so much for those of you who have already downloaded the episode on iTunes or on Spreaker.com. This episode is about removing toxic people and getting rid of toxic relationships. We're getting closer to the end of 2017, and some of us are wondering why we are still in the same place where we were 2 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago. Some of us need to realize that we're in the same exact place where we were 2 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, because we're not willing to let go of these toxic relationships that we keep holding on to. We're keeping certain people around us because we feel the need to remain loyal because that person was there for us somehow and in some way that made us feel better. And I understand that. I get that. But letting go of a certain person that you know is no longer of use in your life and is not heading in the same direction that you're heading, and they're actually going in the opposite direction or moving backwards, and they're doing the same old thing that they were doing in 1988, 1989, we need to let go of these relationships. So I hope some of us are able to take a step back and evaluate the circle of people that we surround ourselves with. When you have been through so much trauma in your life, such as rape or domestic violence, or you were treated very bad by someone because they were verbally attacking you, it helps when you have, a loyal person around you that will listen to you, and you can vent to them about all these things that have happened to you, and they'll keep your secret and they won't tell the whole world. So I understand that. I get it. It's important to have loyal, trusting people around you. But when it's costing you your life and it's costing you, the chance of gaining a new opportunity or getting to a point where you're able to actually move on from your past, Some of those people won't let you move out of that rut that you're stuck in from 1983, 1989, or 1999 or 2000. Some of those people like to keep you exactly where you are and exactly where you were 2 years, 5 years, 10 years ago, because it's comfortable for them. And some people feed off of that. They like to have someone in that exact same place where they are. And they don't want to see you move out of that rut, that same vicious cycle that keeps going around and around. They want to have you right there with them. Please take a step back, people, especially as we get towards the end of this year. And please don't wait till the new year to make a new resolution or a change or start doing something different or to end some of these relationships that are causing us more harm than good. Start right now. There's not a moment, there's not a minute to waste in life. You never know what may happen tomorrow or within the next hour. These people that we believe that we're keeping around us, because it's like they're like a security blanket, and they feel like a security blanket because it's comfortable and it is familiar. But I'm here to let you know that there's nothing wrong with putting new things and new people into your life to place yourself in a spot to where you can start healing from the things that happened in your past. There's nothing wrong with putting yourself in a place to where you can start making more money, accomplishing goals that you set out to do 2 years, 5 years, 10 years ago. And you haven't accomplished none of these goals because the same old toxic people that you had around you from all these years are hindering you and doing more harm than good. Some of the advice from some of these people may have been good in the past at that moment and at that time when you needed them. But as you get to a different place in your life, that same old advice is not always good. That same old advice is not always good to take. So please take a step back, listen, and observe your whole entire circle. Listen and observe to the words that they're saying. And make sure that this is something that you want to continue to hear as you're trying to move forward. Make sure that this is something that you want to continue to feed your brain with as you continue to try to accomplish those goals that you want to achieve so bad. Be careful of what you feed yourself with, including the information that these people are providing to you. Because sometimes the things that these people are telling you is the same old thing that they were telling you from 2 years, 5 years, 10 years ago. And it's not relevant to what you're trying to do today, what you're trying to accomplish today. Stop rewinding the clock. Make a choice to move forward. Change your circle. There's nothing wrong with being by yourself and evaluating your time, your space by yourself. It actually helps sometimes to take a step back and take a moment to be with yourself, to get your life in order, to decide what's going to work best for you as you try to make all these changes and you're trying to make things all good. You're trying to make everything that's around you good. There's nothing wrong with taking a step back and doing that alone. There's nothing wrong with that. So hopefully you guys understand that it's better to be by yourself than to continue to be around toxic people and to feed yourself with the conversations that are so toxic that to the point it's just influencing you to be more, unconcerned and be so nonchalant about some of the things that you need to change. So there's nothing wrong with that. And hopefully, as you get to the end of this year, I hope some of us really start to begin to realize that self-love is the most important tool in the whole wide world. You cannot love or respect anyone until you learn to love and respect yourself. Thank you so much for tuning in to this podcast episode today, guys. I really appreciate it. As it get, closer to the holidays, I hope you guys can enjoy the actual process of, shopping or, planning to be around family and people who actually do love and care about your future. I hope you're able to enjoy that. So until next time, take all this in and take notes if you need. You're more than welcome to send me an email about today's podcast episode at wanda@takenotemoveforward.com. Please continue to follow me on my social media profiles, which is Twitter and Instagram, and my username is Notes from Wanda. And please take the time out to like my Facebook page at facebook.com/Take Note Move Forward. And you can also get the information that you need about any events that are going on. Each Saturday now, I'm opening up my phone lines for anyone to text me between the hours of 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can text me and I'll text you right back. Ask me any questions about forgiveness, healing, or any questions about the previous podcast episodes or today's podcast episode. You guys have a wonderful day. I hope you enjoyed your weekend. Thank you so much. Goodbye.